Hare Krishna. We are reading from Sri Prema-bhakti-Candrika by Sri Rādhā and Kr. We are dealing with the topics of meditation. Text 14. Prema-bhakti-sūdha-nidhi, tāhe, dūba, nirabadhi, jata, kṣara, pāya, niraṅtara, sūkha, pābe, sakala, saṅtapa, jābe, para-tattva, karile, upāya. Translation. Loving devotional service is the ocean of nectar. Be always drowned in that ocean. Everything else is like an ocean of salt. If you follow this process, you will achieve eternal bliss, and all your lamentations will go away. Rādhā and Kr is sharing his experience. This is not a philosophy. This is realization. What he is experiencing, he is sharing with us. What is that? Devotional service is the ocean of nectar. The same thing was said by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. The part of bhakti is like ocean of nectar. The river of nectar is constantly flowing. Therefore, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami said, just a drop of this ocean, just a drop, is ready to drown anyone in the whole body of the ocean. Just a drop of it. And Vishwanath Chakravarti also compared, like Narottam Das Thakura is saying here, the part of bhakti is very dry. The part of Gyan, very dry. So Gyan and bhakti are opposite. They are not parallel. Gyan is very dry. But bhakti is full of bliss. What is the proof of that? In our tradition, we have so many illiterate people who are drowning in the ocean of bhakti, the ocean of nectar, without studying the books. Many. Haridas Thakura. Haridas. Did he go to any school? Go to śuddha-bhajanete Maharaj. Did he go to any school? When he was coming to see Srila Bhakti-Vinod Thakur, go to śuddha-bhajanete Maharaj, he came very late in the night, dark, not road, there's no road, it's a bush path. And he cannot see. He was coming in the night and crossing a river. So he came without a mistake to Srila Bhakti Thakur's house. So he asked him, how did you get here? That man, how did you get here? So one boy brought me. Who is the boy? What is the boy? He does not care the person who was bringing him. He doesn't care who is the person. He didn't ask the person, who are you leading me? He didn't ask because he knows the person. At the supreme personality of God, his disciple asked me, what is the boy? Who is the boy? Bhakti-Vinod Thakur look at him. You don't understand? You don't understand? You need to ask him. That's Krishna. He brought him to his house. Physically, he did not study any scripture to get Krishna to lead him on the path. But that is a mistake. At the same time, we have highly scholarly personalities, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. They have crossed the ocean of the Vedas. They crossed the ocean. He does not understand anything. Prakasananda Saraswati doesn't understand anything. Zero. Although they were seeing the presence of Godhead face to face, they did not understand anything. Because they are on the path of dryness, very dry. But we see all the devotees. Narottam Das Sakura himself. Narottam. Which school did he attend? Narottam. He's giving this. Which school did he attend? But he has exalted disciples. Scholarly, first class, PhD or more than that. What will you give to the devotee? Disciples. That is the duty of Krishna consciousness. It does not depend on anything material. It is on the heart. So he said, the loving devotional service is the ocean of nectar. We should be always drowned in that ocean. We have to be drowned in this ocean. How do we enter into this ocean? How to enter this ocean? His request is that we should get into this ocean. This is his request. There is nothing beside this ocean of devotion. There's nothing. How do we get here? How do we enter this ocean? That is the part of bhakti. Bhagavad Lord Krishna said, one can enter into his mysteries by Krishna said, one can enter into the mysteries of my understanding of me. One can enter into the mysteries of understanding me, entering into this ocean. By what process? Krishna used a particular word. I'm looking for the adjective. Undivided devotional service. 1155. 54. 54. 1154. Undivided. What is undivided bhakti? Undivided. What is undivided? Then the word used, anyera bhakti. Anyera. Exclusive devotion. Devotion for Krishna without reservation. Devotional service to Krishna without rules and regulations. The rules and regulations are to guide us to enter into the ocean. The principle is to guide. So we should not think that devotional service is about don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. This is not bhakti. This is just the process to help us enter into what is available. The ocean of bhakti. Undivided. Unmotivated. What's the sense? Not divided. Exclusive. Exclusive. Let us change our attitude. Let us change our attitude. We should change our attitude. How to do that? Let us remove selfishness from our consciousness. Selfishness. If we don't have a space for others in our life, we cannot be successful in Christian consciousness. We can't enter this ocean. If we don't have space in our life for others, we cannot enter the ocean. We must have space for others in our life. Means to have space for others means that we need some inconvenience to help other devotees. We need some inconvenience to help other devotees who are on the same path. We should be available to help other devotees on the same path to come to Krishna. When one is trying his best to help others, then Krishna will help you. It's the principle. It's not just about getting the philosophy, memorizing these things to help us to enter into the ocean of bhakti. He emphatically said, don't think that there is another process. That does not exist. There's no other process. That is closed. Process of bhakti. That's our culture. Only if we know the formula that we want to succeed, that we are sharing the formula of bhakti should be available for others. No selfishness. If you follow this process, you will achieve eternal bliss and all your lamentations will go away with eternity. It's assurance. All lamentations will disappear permanently. He continued. Never associate with non-devotees. Never associate with non-devotees. Non-devotees are everywhere, including Hare Krishna movement. Many non-devotees. You know, even in the Hare Krishna movement, there are many non-devotees. I am not saying Prabhupada say, I'm repeating what Prabhupada said. In the International Society for Christian Consciousness, there are many people who are parading themselves as Vaishnavas, but they are very envious. Envious people are not devotees. They are not devotees. You shouldn't associate with envious people because they are not devotees. They are ordinary people. They are ordinary people. Be very careful about them. Careful about non-devotees. Chanting the names of Rādhā and Krishna is the highest form of meditation. Do not accept any other process as a goal of life. Purport. One should not associate with non-devotees, such as yogis, judo renunciates, karmis, and jnanis. Even if one is in danger, one should not associate with them, even in danger. We should approach jnanis. I'm very serious. One should always meditate on the beautiful form of Rādhā and Krishna and chant their names. Besides this, one should not accept any other process such as fruitive activities as a goal of life. In the 11th canto, Srimad Bhagavatam, we have been given a process for meditation. A devotee should constantly see our Rādhā Shyama Sundara, Krishna Balaram, Guru Nitai. We should constantly see them. They are always in the front. They are in the back. They are above. They are below, by the right and by the left. This is how a devotee should meditate. We should see our deities before us, in our front, always. Means what? A devotee is surrounded by Krishna. This is a consciousness a devotee should maintain. Don't just have 2 minutes. Don't see the deity for only 2 minutes, and that's the end for the whole day. That is not Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness means that we should constantly our deity before us. We're moving in the street. We're doing whatever we're doing. You see that the deity, Rādhā, Shyama Sundara, Lalita Vishaka, they're in my front. They are at my back, by right, left, above, and below. This is the meditation. That's the 11th canto of Bhagavatam. Deity worship. Deity worship. This is Krishna consciousness. This is how to enter into, to have this vision, seeing your Easter day constantly before you, behind, by the sides, left, right, above, and below. We are surrounded by Krishna. This is the consciousness. He said we should meditate. Be very careful about them. Chanting the names of Rādhā and Krishna is the highest form of meditation. It's meditation. When we are chanting the name, we should see the person we are chanting. When you say Hare Krishna, what should come to the mind? What should come to the mind? Rādhā Shyama Sundara. That is japa. That is jābe. If you call someone's name, the image of the person comes before us. So when we say Rādhā Krishna, when we say Hare Krishna, we are calling Radha Shyama Sundar. This should be our eyes, in our front, at our back, at right, left, above, below. We are always in the middle. Where is a question of fear? Fear of what? Fear of who? Fear and lamentation, anxiety is because we're not having this meditation. We're worried about something. Worried about who? The devotees be worried about Krishna only. This is Krishna consciousness. I know you are not the body. No, thanks. I'm the body, so I can see. So you can sit over. Sit over. I'm sitting high, so no problem. I can be soft. So this is how we should maintain our consciousness. In Krishna, when we say Krishna consciousness, this is what we are talking about. When we say Krishna consciousness, this is what do you call Krishna consciousness? To constantly be Krishna conscious, to always remember Krishna all the time, never to forget Krishna. It requires heavy practice. Heavy practice. That's Sakura continues. Do not mingle with fruitive workers, mental speculators, and mixed devotees. Instead, engage yourself in pure devotional service under the guidance of a resident of Braj. This is the highest treasure. It's the highest treasure. Nothing is more than this. It's nothing more than this. No association with non-devotees, mixed devotees. Even the devotee, what mixed devotee? Mixed devotee means what? Their path is not clearly defined. They're not sure where they should take. Fruity workers, mental speculators. What will we hear from them? If you associate with yogis, mixed devotees, mental speculators, what will we hear from them? Krishna? You cannot hear about Krishna because they don't have Krishna. They only have in their heads sense gratification. And to talk about Krishna is not this, Krishna is not that, Krishna is not this, but what Krishna is. What Krishna is. If he's not this, he's not that, he's not this, then what he is. They don't know. Means what? They are confused people. Gyanis are confused people. They are the ones who are studying the scriptures. But the karmis are not called speculators. The yogis are not called speculators. The bhaktas are not called speculators. The gyanis are called speculators. Why? There is no end to speculation. There is no end to... Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was perfectly doing that. He will establish a principle Oh, this is beautiful. Say you don't know anything. Well, let me tear it into pieces. He would dismantle everything. This is very wonderful. You don't know anything. Let me reassemble it again. That is Gyan. There is no end. There is no end. So that is a process of confusion. Therefore, our acharyas are saying this process is very dry. There's nothing there. The process of bhakti, simply, just a simple process of accepting Krishna as the supreme personality of God, and so beautiful as he is. Shyama Sundara. And seeing him always in our mind's eyes, in all directions, one will become blissful. 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 That whoever comes in contact with us will be contacted with that bliss. So therefore, we require spiritual connection to make this happen. Make it happen. The devotees should experience what their spiritual master is having. If you are a disciple, you should experience what the spiritual master is experiencing. If you are not having that, you are not a disciple. Although you have been initiated, you are not a disciple. Initiation does not make one a devotee. In English, initiate means to begin. See that? That's to begin, not the end. So we are beginning our journey back home, back to Godhead. Let us know how to have this beginning and lead the path to this successful end. We must connect with the spiritual master and experience what he is experiencing. It's important, it's necessary. If you want to have this connection, there should not be duplicity between our dealing with the spiritual master. There's the need for straightforwardness. That is bhakti. Straightforwardness, not duplicity. Simplicity. A sold-out devotee. Let us be a sold-out. Sold-out means we have given ourselves to the process. Take me, I'm yours. When that happens, everything becomes very easy. So Prabhupada said, so devotees, this is 13th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, text 8 to 12. Acharya upāsana. Acharya upāsana. Taking shelter of pure devotee. In a purport, Srila Prabhupada explained what it means. Can you find it out? Can you find it out? So wonderful. Let us try to understand.
Third paragraph. Third paragraph.
Acharya upāsana, the purport. The purport. Huh? What Prabhupada said. Let us understand what we are trying to do. See? Acharya upāsana. Prabhupada gave explanation to all the 20 items of knowledge. When they come to this point, what Prabhupada said, let us try to understand what we are doing. If we don't understand what we are trying to do, you will not succeed. We will succeed only if we know what we are doing. This is Prabhupada speaking. I will start. Let me start from simplicity. Because Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakura Prabhupada said, simplicity is another name of Vaishnavaism. Simplicity is what? A Vaishnava. It's a Vaishnava. Means what? A Vaishnava is simple. And what is simplicity? We just discussed it 2 weeks before we came to India. Simplicity means that without duplicity, one should be so straightforward. Arajavam. Arajavena. The same thing. Straightforward. What is straightforwardness? so straight that he can disclose the real truth even to an enemy. Dronacharya did just this. Dronacharya, he did this. Why? A liberal, they don't care because they are realized. They are realized. Therefore, when you talk about dead bed, it does not exist for self-realized souls. It doesn't exist. I'm not afraid. As for acceptance of the spiritual master, that is essential because without the instruction of a bona fide spiritual master, one cannot progress in the spiritual science. One should approach the spiritual master with all humility and offer him all services so that he will be pleased to bestow his blessings upon the disciple. Why? Because a bona fide spiritual master is a representative of Krishna. If he bestows any blessings upon his disciple, that disciple will make the disciple immediately advanced without the disciples following the regulative principles. Or the regulative principles will be easier for one who has served the spiritual master without reservation. Does it make sense? Yes. Every action there is reaction. A disciple who has connected himself or herself like this to the spiritual master, this is the experience. Whatever is happening with the spiritual master, it will go to the disciples. This will be the experience. Duplicity would not make this to happen. Insincerity would not make it to happen. Not giving oneself or faithlessness would not make this to happen. When these qualities are there, we will experience what Narottam Das is teaching. We are entering into the ocean of prema, which is our birthright. It's our right, and we should enter this ocean. Otherwise, they cannot be inviting us like this. They're inviting us to enter it because they know this is our right, it's our birthright. We need this. So they're showing the process. Let us follow this process devotionally, not mechanically, not just philosophically, but devotionally. And everything will become our personal experience. Hare Krishna. Any comments? Questions? No.
When you said that by chanting Hare Krishna, when we chant Hare Krishna, so the deities, Rādhā, Krishna, Rādhā, they should come. So what is the process? Should we contemplate it or should we just hear it and automatically come?
How does chanting Hare Krishna, Radha Krishna, deity will become present? What is the process? If we call the name sincerely from the heart, that will come manifest. It will come. Well, Krishna will sit with you to hear your jābe. Krishna will sit right there to hear jābe. Krishna will sit if we call the name from the heart. The name will manifest the personality we are calling. But if we are just trying to chant to complete the Siran, to not come. Just to complete Siran, to not come. Because that is not the name, that is the alphabet. If the name, the person whom you call will appear. And he will sit with us to hear the name. Therefore, we should plan how to chant the name. So plan. Very funny, you see all over devotees. Doing offensive chanting always. Always. We have no faith in the name. We don't even know the person we are trying to call. How will you get the person? You're calling somebody you don't know. How will you have affection for that person? How will you have affection for the person? You don't even believe that the person is there. You don't believe the person is there. If you are conscious I'm calling a person, will you call a person and be spaced out? No. When you call a person, you're expecting the person is going to answer you. Right? But you call a person, you're not expecting any response. This is our japa. Our japa is on that stage. We're not expecting that we are calling a person who is a hearing. So this consciousness has to be established. I'm calling a person, and this person is coming to help me. So as we expecting that he's going to respond, let me give attention when he will respond to my call. Then you will have this experience. The name will be present. The person also we are calling will be present. Then we will feel it. What do you think is making Haridas to just keep chanting without stopping? What do you think? Well, Krishna is sitting with him there and having this association. The name has become personal, and that is the association is keeping. How will he stop? How will he stop? It will just be going. Because we don't have that experience, some of us. We don't have that experience. So, Sisiran is very difficult to chant. Tell the devotees, finish Sisiran before 70. Why? What of the whole day? Why 70 is too early? Eating by 70 days, is it too early? Huh? Is it too early to eat by 7:30? I saw some devotees before Mangal Arati. They are taking something. Before Mangal Arati. They're eating. They have not chanted anything yet, not chanting yet. They're eating something. After the Mangal Arati, they're eating something. Before the class, they're eating something. After the class, they're eating something.
Breakfast.
That is breakfast. And then, so you, then they're going to go for 2 hours or 4 hours meeting or seminar. In between, within these hours, what happened? Eating and drinking throughout. Then I'm going to go to lunch and heavy eating. The rice burger is there with all varieties will come. And then after the meeting, the seminar, whatever, tea break is what for them. From 4 again to 6, in between, snack time. All the varieties of nuts and sweet and juicy varieties. In our meetings, pineapple juice, sugarcane juice, orange juice, lime juice, pomegranate. They are all there. All of them are there. At this meeting. Don't be surprised. Your advancement will be very, very slow. Why? Because we are more conscious of the body than Krishna. So don't expect that our advancement will be very high. Advancement is not high because we are more conscious of the body than Krishna. Before sleeping, we are going to eat. And some people, they will wake up in the night to eat, and then go back again to sleep. Right? Where is our spiritual activities here? Where? Where is it? But all of us are ready to speak about Rādhā Sakala. Is it not? We are very happy to speak about him. And we also would like to have name Rādhā Sakala Das. Right? We want that. But are we doing what they are doing? Are we doing what they did to become what they are? Or we are thinking it's just a show. Yeah, Haridas. Yeah, that's Haridas. Haridas. Do we want to go to where Haridas is? Do we want to go there? I'm asking you. How will you go there? We cannot go there with the process we are following. We have to go there through the process Haridas could have followed. Narottam Das could have followed. I have to follow their process. Please, let us understand these things very carefully. Let us understand these things very carefully. Please, let us understand these things. We should understand these things very carefully so that we can understand them and do them very nicely. If you do it nicely, we'll have result. Krishna consciousness works very powerfully. It works. Otherwise, our acharyas will not give it to us because it works. It had worked for them. It will work for anyone that follows it. There is nothing to be experimented. Sukadeva Goswami used the word nirāṅtara for Bhagavatam to Parishma. Nirāṅtara means what? It is already decided. It is already tested. It is already, all the experiments that have been completed. What we need now is just to follow. Harinama Kirtana. We should simply follow the ways of our acharyas. Then we will have the experience. This is what we've been talking. Follow the ways of acharya means to connect with them. then we will experience what they have been experiencing, what they are experiencing. That should be natural for us. Does it make sense? Thank you. Yes, bro.
If we are connected to the devotees who are connected to the pure devotees, is that
Yes, that is connection. That is connection. Yes. It's a question.
I wanted to know how can a sadhaka how can a sadhaka who has so much conditioning and anarthas chant Krishna's names with affection?
Should hear from the chariots. The importance of hearing we're explaining this morning. Hearing. What is hearing? You should hear. If you will hear, we start practicing. Oh, when will this become my own experience? When will this become my own experience? When that becomes our consciousness and we are falling like that, we will get there. We'll get there. From wherever we are, we will get there. She's speaking.
When you worship Rādhā, you seem to always that one Lila or some Lila can come.
Yes.
You heard that you serve the Krishna master without reservation. Serve without reservation.
Yes.
There's some examples of what reservation means. Reservation means exactly what.
We have been hearing every day. How did Ishwara Puri serve Madhavendra Puri? Any reservation? How did he serve? Like menial servant, that's the word used. Proper use the word. Menial servant without false prestige. Yes. To serve without reservation means you should have a menial service attitude. If we're not selfless, we cannot serve the spiritual master without false pride. We cannot do it. Only if you are selfless that we can do it. Huh? It's part of it. No? That is part of it. You're tired. Is Guru tired? Guru is tired. So why we should be tired? If you're not tired, if you are connected, how will you be tired? Means the current is not flowing. That's why we are tired. Because it's not flowing. If it's flowing, we should be there to do everything. Ishwara Puri, he didn't serve the spiritual master with reservations. He was doing everything. We can do everything, but the consciousness matters. Menial servant without false prestige. That's how Prabhupada put it. Means there's no false ego. There's no inconvenience in doing that. Right? How will I... To serve a sick person is easy?
No.
We have more experience. Someone is sick. They're like babies. You want to help them, they'll be shouting on you. So you'll be angry. I'm trying to help you. What is this? I want to change my service. Many servant means doing it without any inconvenience. We're doing it happily. Right? If a baby passes water on the body of a mother or passes stool, does it feel inconvenient? No. It's nectar. Right? Yeah, it's nectar. That is Krishna consciousness. That attitude we should have in our service. That many are servants. No grudge. No reservation. Arjuna. What made Arjuna so special? What made him so special? Dedication. Arjuna didn't want to fight. He didn't want to fight at all. He was preaching philosophy to Krishna. But when Krishna preached his own philosophy to him and got him convinced to fight, he fought without reservation, completely. That is bhakti. For example, if you don't want to eat, and your superior force you to cook, how will you cook? What consciousness will cook? Huh? Grudges. That's what we cook. We cook in grudges. Is it not? When you want to cook for yourself or want to cook for your best friend, how do you cook? What consciousness? Yes. Yes. You be cooking and meditating on the person you're cooking for. That is cooking. That's cooking. When Srimati Radha made a garland and Krishna took it, just took the garland, he was able to see Srimati Radha, not because he's God. Don't say because he's God. Not because he has mystic power. Because her consciousness was inside. She can feel it. Who made this garland? The person who gave the garland was not Srimati Radharani. But taking the garland, he could see. Radharani is by devotional service. That is Krishna consciousness. Yes. If we have reservations in what we do, you won't get here. You will not get here. Without reservations, then we can get. There's a qualification. That's how we should serve. Yes.
What makes the consciousness of and inside the customers and here? What because all the books they said that you should hear and the customs are very short of the description. Is it because like Shawacharya and Harifinity or proximity the Vaishnavas and Vishnu with your hands with your hands?
Yes.
And you have the vocabulary and describe all the details, and then it becomes a good
Yes.
excuse me from
Yes, that's it. All right. We use the word essence. We use the word essence, essential oil. What is it? How do you get essential oil? Essential, essence. How do you get? When you blend the fruits juice together, when you blend all, then you use a sieve. Then that is the best from what we have done. And when you use a cloth sieve, when you use a cloth sieve, then you get the finest one, without the charge, without the skin, without the fibers, all are 100% removed. Only the juice, and the juice alone filtered. That is bhakti. That is the essence. That is pure, not mixed. Mixed is when you put all the fruit all together. That is mixed. Essence means that of all the mixtures, you have getting the best out of it. That is the essence. So we should filter our Christian consciousness. And the process is what we have been discussing since. We have been discussing that. Filtering is Christian consciousness. Dhyan, karma, yoga. Remove all of them and throw them away very far. And focus on Krishna alone, Rādhā and Krishna alone. That is filtering. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai Gaura Premanandi. Hare Krishna.